Good morning, and welcome to day 2 of poetry. Last time we reviewed some types of figurative language, which are very important in poetry. Today, our objective is to create our own I Am poem using careful word choice, including figurative language. So today we will be writing. But first, I want to show you this quick video by Kwame Alexander. If you read Crossover or Booked, you will know him as a brilliant and talented writer.
What time is it? What time is it? It's Kwame time. That's right. I'm Coach Kwame, and I'm here to teach you about not basketball. Well, we might do a little bit of basketball, not soccer. I'm here to teach you about poetry. Are you ready for this? It is about to go down. Poetry, I love poetry. Poetry has been a part of my life since I was 12 years old when I wrote a poem for my mother on Mother's Day. Are you ready? You want to hear it? Dear Mommy, I hate Mother's Day. Can you imagine? She loved it though. She felt like it was an expression of my heart, and she cried these tears of joy. Poetry has that kind of power. So I ask you, what is a poem? How do we know what a poem is? We often think poetry is an expression of our heart or the things that we're thinking, but I think there are some things that go into making a poem. Can a poem be bad? Is that possible? I got a question. If you go to your teacher's house one Sunday and she's got mashed potatoes and mac and cheese and fried chicken and you're all hungry and you spoon up the mashed potatoes and it's liquidy. The mac and cheese has no cheese in it. And the chicken, when you bite into the chicken, blood comes out. Ooh! Who's going back to your teacher's house for dinner? Not me. Now let's say the next Sunday you come to my house for dinner. That's right, you're coming to Coach Kwame's house. I've got mashed potatoes that are all buttery. I've got mac and cheese with 5 cheeses, including Gouda and lobster. And when you bite into my chicken, the meat just falls off the bone, students. It's so juicy. Who's coming back to my house? Exactly. I like to think that just like fried chicken, good fried chicken, poetry has to have the right ingredients. That's right, you have to use the right ingredients to make sure that we want to come back and enjoy that meal again. So, let's figure out what those ingredients are. Okay. I will give you 3 ingredients. I'll give you that. But you're going to have to come up with the rest. So let's take, for example, rhyme. Is rhyme an ingredient that goes into making a poem? I think so. I wonder if there was a rhyme that I could give you as an example. Acoustic rooster sat outside strumming his bass guitar. He practiced jazz all summer long so he could be a star. Exactly. Rhyme, a very good ingredient that goes into making a poem. The next ingredient. I think let's try rhythm. Ebony trap, dark, black, and lovely. Brown, mocha, jumping, double black, brown. Night black, out of sight black. So black, purple black. Blue black, black, blue black, black, blue black, black, blue black, black, blue black, black. You hear the rhythm in there? Now every poem doesn't have to have the same rhythm, but it has to have a rhythm. Our second ingredient is rhythm. Excuse my handwriting. I'm a poet, people. Okay, now, the last ingredient I'm going to give you. I gave you a hint in that last poem I just recited. Ebony trap, dark, black, and lovely. Brown, mocha, jumping, double black, brown. Night black, out of sight black. So black, purple black. Blue black, black, blue black, black, blue black, black, blue black, black, blue black, black. Did you hear it? Repetition. You see how I repeated the word black over and over again? Repetition. So, So we've got 3 ingredients here: rhyme, rhythm, and repetition. I'd like you to come up with some additional ingredients. Most students will come up with about 20. I think you can do it. Help us come up with the ingredients that tell us what a poem is, that tell us how a poem behaves, that tells us how to make a poem good.
Okay, so next I'm going to show you my I Am poem. But I want to warn you, I'm not quite done with it. There's still some changes I'd like to make, but I'm not sure what they are yet. Sometimes I like to sit with a poem for a while. I write it, and then I come back to it after a day or so. So here we go. I am forgiving and patient. I wonder what my cat is thinking as she basks in the sun. I hear ocean waves miles from the sea. I see the full moon hanging in the night sky. I want time to travel the world. I am forgiving and patient. I pretend cruel words don't hurt me. I feel warm rain on my face. I touch mountains of books and journals. I worry when this will be over. I cry for the homeless beside the road. I am forgiving and patient. I understand life is not fair. I say, grow, little plant. I dream of a world without lockdown drills. I try to capture my thoughts on paper. I hope to see the Sahara Desert at dawn. I am forgiving and patient. And as you can see, I wrote that April 13th. Now, you're probably thinking, you've done this before because you've taught poetry. Why don't you just use the same one? Well, because I'm a different person the last time I wrote it. And so I wanted to start fresh. Okay, so now it's going to be your turn. In Google Classroom, you will find this assignment. I'll click on it in just a moment. I want you to be sure to read the instructions and start being creative. Take your time. Your first idea or thought is not always your best. So in poetry and in everything we do, please be open to revision. Here's what it's going to look like. It says, be creative and imaginative. Try to write more than 1 or 2 words for each sentence. Write phrases that use imagery. Once you've completed the line of poetry, you should delete the part in parentheses. You may change the font and size. It should be readable. Be sure to go back to my example if you need some help. So you would write it here. I am, and this is what I did, forgiving and patient. You might take a while to come up with some words, some adjectives that describe you. Maybe you want to play around with simile. I am like something. Maybe you want to play around with metaphor. That would be really awesome too. Okay, so I will have this in Google Classroom, and I am also going to be available through Zoom if you have any questions. I'll have a drop-in Zoom meeting today between 10 and 11. But if you happen to miss that, then that's okay. You can always send me an email, and I will be happy to answer your questions or bounce around some ideas with you. All right, good luck. I can't wait to read your poems.